Good morning, family. Good morning, family. Don't forget, grow some trees, grow some food, grow something. Let's get started. Hey, family. So one of the best things about growing broccoli is after you harvest the initial heads, you're going to get little side shoots. You're going to get florets. As you can see, it's the middle of the afternoon and not the perfect time to be filming because, of course, my shadow is going to be all over the place. But I'm about to take these because they're starting to open. And I want to be able to enjoy the fruits of my labor. So I'm going to be picking all of these today. But every last one of these sprout out after we take the initial head. So broccoli is the plant that just keeps on giving. Not only that, these leaves are edible too. And since I'm out here, I'm gonna go ahead and check on the cauliflower, the Brussels sprouts. Look at that. Gorgeous. Last year, it was a huge flop trying to grow Brussels sprouts, but this year, I'm actually gonna get some. And in there, I see aphids. So I'm gonna be blasting these guys with water. And I don't know, I think this is gonna be the year that I'm actually gonna have to use a little neem oil and everything. But look at these peas. Gorgeous. We're in the 80s this week, all week long. So the garden is probably about to start doing some weird things because that's what happens when the weather starts acting crazy out here. I do have a few of the icicle radishes left in here. I think I'm gonna pull those today also. And yeah, got peppers. Look at these little guys. These guys actually turn red when they're ready. That's the black cobra peppers. My onion scraps are doing pretty good in there. Cabbages are doing good. I'm gonna take that last little cauliflower head out of there. I've already got the rest of it. So I'm a little anxious right now to be growing beans. So I think I'm actually going to just pull all of that cauliflower stalks out of there. Got more cabbages over here. These guys are doing good also. And more peas. So this is my first time growing this variety. This is the early perfection. So I don't even know what these guys taste like, but their pods are beautiful. And of course the cilantro, like I said, it's going to seed. I also think it's probably time for me to go ahead and take this lacinato kale out of here, or dinosaur kale. It's actually got, let's see, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. There's about 8 babies on there. It's another plant that actually just keeps on giving. So I have been in slow motion this season, but it's time now to go ahead and kick it into gear and get back on my gardening game because, like I said, I've been in slow motion and getting a little lazy. As you guys can see, my lavender is doing beautifully. I love lavender. It's one of those plants that once you plant them, I mean, you pretty much can just leave it alone. It just does its own thing. I have 2 different types of lavender over here. Don't ask me the names because I don't actually remember. Lavender heads are also beautiful when they're dried. but I love the contrast between those two. This one stays this whole frosty green sage color, while that one will start to get a really bright green with the dark purple heads. Got kale and spinach over here, which the spinach is turning yellow on me because, like I said, I have been in lazy gardener mood, and yeah, not doing what I'm supposed to do. So I will be out here in about an hour and just start watering everything. I'm also getting some beautiful little loquats over here. Not as much as I got last year because for some reason this branch here is the only one that actually bloomed. I don't know why these didn't, but they didn't. And as I said before, this is going to be my last season with these strawberries. The plants are starting to look a little raggedy, even though they are still pushing out fruit, still pushing out blooms. There are two different types in here. As you can see, you got the white blooms on there, and then we got these really dark pink blossoms up here on the sweet berry strawberries. But their strawberries are usually so tiny that it's almost useless. But I think I will clean up what actually is going to survive in the next month. And then after that, I'm just gonna go ahead and pull those. But I just wanted to give you guys a quick garden update while I was out here getting ready to get this broccoli. But now I think I'm just gonna wait until it gets a little cooler this evening and come out and get it. But I do want to say thank you guys. Thank you guys for all of your support. Thank you for being here with me, no matter whether it is gardening or thrifting or building. I just want to say thank you guys. You guys make all of this worthwhile because this is pretty much my little sanctuary back here. It's usually just me back here in the garden. If it's not just me, then it's the kids with me. So I love connecting with everybody on YouTube and finding my own little garden community that actually enjoys gardening as much as I do. So just want to say once again, thank you guys for all of your support, all of your love, and all of your well wishes. All right, good morning, family. As you guys can see, got all these beautiful florets that I just harvested. And look at the difference from yesterday and today. Look at that. I told you guys these guys will open really quickly. You can see just how loose that is. They were getting ready to start blooming. I really should have taken them yesterday, but they are still edible at this stage. So this will be a part of my dinner tonight. So I'm also going to grab a few of these peas. You don't want to come off, huh? Don't want to break you. Guess I'm gonna have to. Oh, you really don't want to come off of there, huh? Alright. These guys are really sweet in the juvenile stage. And you can eat them also just raw, just straight off the vine, just like this. These are snow peas. I'm trying to think, I guess I'm gonna take you too. Guess I have to leave some for the kids to get, huh? Let's see what else is out here this morning. Peppers aren't ready. Definitely. Oh, I didn't grab you, and you're opening on me too. See that? Remember I said how quickly these guys will open up? Look at that. I can actually see there's some aphids in there too, so I'm gonna have to take that out of there. And I might as well grab these peas also. Uh-oh, I opened the pod. See what happens when you try to do things with one hand? What do you look like in there? Oh, hello. What about you? No, I think I'm gonna leave you. There's a couple on this side, but they're still a little flat. Well, you might be good. Let's try you. All right, I gotta take the cover off of this one to get that head out of there. So, he's a little guy. As I said, there was some aphid activity in there. See one right there? But he is salvageable. So, he's gonna go in dinner tonight also. Alright guys, so I already picked my broccoli this morning and a few peas, and now I'm out here trimming the palm trees out front. So I thought I'd stop for a moment because someone asked me why I trim my palm trees. And because most people who don't live in areas like California, Arizona, Florida, etc., don't really deal with palm trees. So, as you can see, the royal palms are way up there. So those palm trees were probably about a foot or two above my head when I bought this house. So they have gotten way too tall for me to trim. So we hire the guys down the street who have a lawn crew. They come down with their tree trimming equipment in their trucks, and they take care of those for us. Now these palms were right here at the railing, just under the railing. They're about the size of this little chute here. And when I bought this house, and as you can see, they are taller than the roof line. Well, one of the reasons why I have to keep them trimmed is because, just like other trees, palm trees get bushy, their fronds die, and these are pretty much like giant leaves. Not only that, they're perfect breeding ground for things like spiders and other bugs, and you have to keep them trimmed back. They also produce these little fruit. Let me see if I can get you guys out of the sun there. And these are the little dried branches that come off of those, and they kind of hang down and it looks pretty messy. They're pretty easy to trim. All I do is take a pair of loppers, and the lopper is placed here at the base, and I cut. Now as time goes on, you'll see all of these little guys, because it's kind of hard to get in there when you have those on there still, but as time goes by, those are actually easy to come off. Even now I can cut those a little shorter, and makes it a lot easier to get in there to trim these guys up. So as you can see, I've already done 2 of the trees. These front 2 here. You see just how it looks a little messy, not as bad as I usually let it get. I did take care of these just before winter hit, so they're not as bushy looking as they usually get, but I will show you what they look like when I'm done.
I'm a sit of a bug. I'm a sit of a bug, Grandma. I'm a sit of a bug. hope I don't get bit by a bug. I hope I don't.
All right, guys, I told you I would show you what they look like when they are finished, and now you can see nice and neat airflow just rushing all through there. Got sunlight being able to reach down to the bed below that I now have to clean out also, and a whole a lot of fronds to clean up. But that's just the first job of the day. This year, composting is a little different than the other years, simply because I'm not in containers anymore, so I got it back on the ground. But I'm finding tons of grubs. Look at that. And each one of them is about this size. So this guy's about to die. He's trying to get away, but he's not gonna make it. You are not gonna make it. These are what the skunks come to my yard for. They dig holes everywhere, all my beds, in the lawn, everything, looking for these guys. All right, fun time is over. About to dig him back up and kill him.